found is that it's across the board. It's not like, there's been times I've done network marketing kind of things in the past where you go, I need to find my friends that are this type, like a salesman person. But in this company, we found that everybody can do it because it doesn't. You do it according to your personality and what works for you and your style. And we've got people in our group that do most of it on the internet because that's kind of how they like talking to people. And we've got other people. My brother-in-law, literally, he will put his Solavei shirt on and he will go out and talk to his mechanic. He will go, and everybody does it their way, and it can be really a personal way of building a business. A lot of people want to start a business, but they don't really know how to do it, or they don't have a lot of capital. And so it's been a really fun thing for us to see that the people we love the most are actually now, in a way, getting to start a business with us. And frankly, we just had a lot of fun. It's fun to
We just went to Hawaii, baby.
We love, and we all get to enjoy what we're doing together. So I'd say that's been a better thing for us.
Awesome, I love it. She's just a spitfire little woo. You too. Awesome, give her a hand.
We'll take time for a few questions. You may have a question back in the back room.
I have one question for you. Are you more a teller than a seller, or because you approach people like telling the story without pressure, is laying the pressure on the system, or you really try to sell and try to get in close?
I really try to let the people, in fact, we're getting ready to release a new funnel system, an internet marketing system, that's going to allow people to have their own freedom to research Solavei and go through the videos and opt in and get autoresponders and all that. We should be releasing that here in the next week or so. But up until now, the way that I've done it is other than my original 12, and I would say if you're just getting started, I would be absolutely diligent with those first 12 to 24 people that you want to do business with. Be strategic about it. You're not looking for anyone that can just fog a mirror. Now, those are the type of people you'll get on the cell service and maybe they'll share with somebody. But you want to think about who are 12 to 24 people that I like, love, and trust, that I would want to do business with, that I think are as hungry as I am to make a difference. And if you can think about that, you could probably, just imagine, okay, so you're, and again, another biblical reference, okay, you're Jesus, and you got to find 12 people to carry a message to the world that's going to last 2,000 years. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't just pick anybody, would you? Mm-hmm. You would pick the right people that have the ability to communicate, have passion and drive. You want to think about that when you start your business. Who are 12 to 24 people that I could go to? Now, those people, I was very strategic, and I told them a lot. We didn't even have videos back then. We didn't even have Facebook posts. Everything was by mouth, communication. So I would say in your first ones, get them the video, point to the tools, but be strategic with what you said. I would not sell Solavei. I would share the videos and let Solavei sell itself.
Okay, thank you. Another question? You go.
Okay, so I'm a female, so I like to gab. And part of me, every time I share, as I'm going to share, I sense this kind of, what are you trying to sell me? This kind of distrust thing. I think my natural inclination is to want to explain. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is actually going to help you. And the more I open my mouth, the more I think I give people room to kind of back away. How do you suggest kind of get over that and then to know when to back off? You've shown them the videos. You know that you've said enough, that you can just move on.
Here's a great statement for you to write down. Seek to understand and not be understood. We all want to be understood. We want to be heard, right? We want somebody to believe in what we believe in. But if you can, like this guy right here, I can sense it. He's laid back. He's a different generation than me. The last thing he wants is some 43-year-old woman to sell him on something. Right? Am I right? No, don't agree with me! He goes, okay, no. So getting that, I'm seeking to understand, trying to think, what would he think if some strange woman just came up, found out that he's on the campus and he's got it now. I'm going to present myself as smarter than him so that he would trust me. I'm going to present not in an ego way, but in a confident way. that at any given second, his filter is going to go off of me and not want to hear what I say. If I get to that point before I have his email, I've lost, right? Because if I get his email, those videos can do the work for me. So you want to get in and get that email and get out as quick as possible. Now, if they ask questions and you've already got the email, that's okay. I still try to keep it pretty light, but I don't try to sell them. So I would say just stop to yourself and say, why do I do that? Why am I feeling the need to be heard right now? And instead of being heard, maybe I could just, how can I just be short but effective? It's a tough one. I'm a talker too.
Just a couple technical questions that aren't really related to the selling of Solavei. If someone switches to Solavei, can they keep their own cell number? What's the service like? And things like that, I would anticipate there are going to be questions.
Questions,
that
yeah.
come up.
One of the things is we have full transparency with Solavei. We have a vision to win J.D. Power and Associate Awards. Maria Pinchevsky and Sue Noakes. Sue Noakes was the COO of T-Mobile. Took T-Mobile from dead last in customer support and service to first and held that position for 10 years in a row. They did that because they were fully transparent and offered incredible support with T-Mobile. Well, Sue Noakes' protege was Maria Pinchevsky, who is now our head of member support. Same transparency as what Solavei has. In other words, when somebody comes to our website, of course they can look up your zip code and see if you've got coverage. But there's another layer of transparency that says look up your house address and see what kind of coverage you get. What that does is it takes, because a zip code can be pretty big, right? And I don't know about you guys, but a zip code working for somebody over here, and then I go over here, my phone doesn't work. Y'all ever had dropped calls with services before? What Solavei does is they allow you to drill down even to your place of most frequent usage so that you can see what kind of coverage you have, whether it's 4G, 3G, Edge. And it's important that when somebody comes in, like for me right now, I do not get coverage at my house. I don't. I have to carry 2 phones. I've got my, I don't know where it's at. I think James has it. I got my Galaxy Note 2, which is on Solavei, which pays me a lot of money. But that doesn't work at my house. It happens to work other places in my city, but it doesn't work at my house. So I keep my AT&T iPhone, which gets 1 bar at my house. I live on a ranch. Gets 1 bar, but it pays for my AT&T phone over and over and over and over again. So you have to be very strategic with that, knowing that, number one, we want everyone to check their coverage. The second thing is, as far as how it works, what was the first part of the question?
Can you keep your
Porting.
same number?
Yeah, absolutely. Porting just like any other gun. We have all the same, and just to let you guys know, a question often asked is, do we have the same coverage as T-Mobile? We have the exact same footprint as T-Mobile. So Solavei is not a new company in the sense that we've got new service. We've got T-Mobile service, fastest 4G network nationwide in the country, and so we are on an incredible backbone. We're just not spending the same advertising dollars that T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T are spending on ads and commercials. We're putting them back into people. Yes, sir.
What do the E mean when it comes to home?
Edge. You want to answer that? What does the E mean? Edge network? Okay. Yeah, so basically, Edge network is the lowest speed that you're going to be offered. But I'll be honest with you, I've had Edge network and done a speed test here, and my Edge network on Solavei is faster than my AT&T phone that I'm running. So you've got to always do speed tests. That's the best way. My AT&T phone, my husband's especially, it says 4G, but when we do speed tests, apples to apples, our Solavei phone is always faster. Marketing, marketing, marketing.